ResortLoop.com is proudly sponsored by Joffrey's Coffee and Tea Company. Look for Joffrey's kiosks throughout the Walt Disney World theme parks. This holiday season, visit Joffreys.com for a variety of specialty coffee gifts, featuring mugs, their new coffee variety gift sets, and the brand new Jingle Jangle Java flavored coffee with vanilla mint flavor and smooth chocolate and nutty notes. Only at Joffreys.com.
Live from Spaceship Earth, it's
Ji Woo
and her father, Fish on Woo. And we're celebrating Thanksgiving here at Epcot. What better way to celebrate Thanksgiving than to thank the Phoenicians? And if you're listening to this, you're getting ready to listen to the next episode of the Resort Loop podcast with
Tim and Bobo. Is it Bob and Tim? Roll them.
Happy holidays, guys.
Please stand clear of the doors. Por favor, manténganse alejado de las puertas.
Ladies and gentlemen, please gather your personal belongings. Watch your head and step as you exit, and take small children by the hand.
Hey everybody, thanks for joining us. I'm Tim Scott.
I'm Bob Collar.
This is like deja vu.
All over again.
This is episode 272 of ResortLoop.com. It's the holiday season, Bob, that open.
Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
Yeah.
A week late.
Oh, but not $1 short.
Not $1 short. Hey, thank you so much for Ji Woo and her dad, Fish Sean Woo. That was very nice of them to send us a show open. A little late getting that out.
A little late, but she's a princess. She can get away with it.
Which makes him...
A king? Is he a king?
It would have to be.
Oh my, he's the king.
King Woo.
King Woo.
That'll change his name. It'll be King Woo from now on. King Fisher Woo. How about that?
Oh, that's not bad.
I like that.
You like that a lot.
Yeah. He's a bird. Anyway, Tim, I've got, before we get started with the show, I've got a This Day in Disney History.
Oh, I love these. I love these.
All right. This one, you'll be surprised. Walt Disney, 1960. Walt Disney Presents debuts the very first Daniel Boone episode.
Oh, I remember that. That was great.
Titled The Warrior's Path.
What year was that, 1960?
Yes.
Yeah, I wasn't out.
No, you weren't. Neither was I, thankfully. I'm old. I'm not quite that old, but a huge boom in Daniel Boone merchandise.
A Boone boob? Boom. Boone. A Boone?
All right, we'll edit that part out. And yes, it was
a
Boone Boone.
That nog.
It was no, we haven't even started the eggnog yet.
Oh,
wait until the holiday-thon, folks. Oh my goodness, there's going to be eggnog a-flowing.
Yeah.
But Daniel Boone, that was such a huge show for Disney. And, I do remember this. Daniel Boone, the actor who Fess Parker came to. It actually wasn't Fess Parker, the first one, by the way. It was another actor. But
Pat Boone?
No, it wasn't Pat Boone either.
Debbie Boone?
It might have been Debbie Boone.
Could have been Debbie Boone.
He actually came to Youngstown. He toured that was back when they were on CBS.
Went to Y-Town?
He went to CBS in Youngstown.
Wow.
There were old photographs of him back then. So very cool. Daniel Boone, 1960. What is that? What do you got over there? You got a sharp knife.
I have a sharp knife.
And a big box.
Big box, little blade. We have a package.
A small blade, yeah.
We decided we would open live on the air.
What?
I know, we got a package in the mail from our good friend.
Are we sure we want to open this live on the air?
No, we're not sure, but again, we could edit it.
We're going to do it. Yeah, we'll do it.
It's from Miss Rebecca Toon.
Uh-oh.
I know, I'm very excited. Has our names on it.
Read the address. No, just kidding.
Oh my God, this is awesome. So I'm going to open this.
Fire it up.
It says scan. Can you scan me? It says scan me on it.
No, I'm not scanning.
Oh, okay. Well,
no.
All right, hang on.
I don't have the proper tools. Here, give me the microphone.
Good Lord, he's going to have two microphones. I apologize in advance.
Wait, reach across the studio. There, okay.
Yeah, be careful.
Thank you.
Across.
Now it's Bob in stereo.
Oh, no one needs that. No one needs that. Okay, I'm cutting. Oh, my finger!
Yeah.
Said the guy in blood thinners. This could be ugly.
This is, yeah.
You have a tourniquet ready? Okay, I'm still going.
You don't carve the turkey at home, I can tell.
I do.
Oh my gosh. It's just
it's
it must be a mess.
It's more of a shredded turkey.
Right.
This is cutting right through our names,
exactly.
by the way. I'm not sure if that's symbolic of anything.
It is. Yeah. How dull is that knife?
It's it's not as sharp as it used to be.
Oh my gosh.
I took it off
You are a dull blade.
Off a Swiss Army guy.
Speaking of dull, this show has really taken a turn.
But the tweezers. Speaking of dull, where your guys? Oh,
wait!
Oh my gosh!
What is that?
There's a card.
There are 3D glasses in there. I'm a little.
Rebecca, what have you?
Rebecca, okay, we may have to edit this.
We might have to edit. There's
All
a card.
right. We're waiting. Come on.
Okay, Bob and Tim, or Tim and Bob.
Ah.
Oh, but look, she made little Mickeys.
Oh, Mickey heads. Yeah.
May your holiday sparkle with magic and pixie dust.
What?
Many thanks for all you do. Twinkle on.
Wow.
X's and O's. Beck.
How about that? Well, thank you very
adorable.
much.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate it, Rebecca.
I'm still going here. You want to get that thing out of my face?
It's a microphone. This
is mildly uncomfortable.
This isn't video. I mean, they want to hear you. I don't think you do.
Oh, this is to Bob and the family.
Eventually, we'll get to a show. I promise.
The first one's to you.
I got to open this.
To Bob
this says
and family.
the 3D glasses on it.
Here,
well, my family's not here.
Give me your mic.
All right.
I just folded up the blade. Do you need the blade? Oh, good Lord. Let me stick this in his mouth.
Jeez, it's hermetically sealed.
You need the blade, don't you?
I might need
This could be better.
I hope this is a kidney.
Here you go. It's a kidney? I don't think you're allowed to send human organs through the mail.
No.
Found that out the hard way.
Are we going to do a show today, or are we just opening
We might run out of time.
Oh, we're opening stuff up. It's not even Christmas.
It's now the We're Getting Gifts show.
Oh, that's horrible. Uh-oh.
Oh, it's got foam.
It's padding.
I like that. Oh.
I feel like Orson Welles.
It's kind of weird people sticking this in your mouth.
The pod is opening. It's opening.
Ooh.
Something's happening. Oh, my goodness.
Oh.
The holidays are swell. We'll post pictures. That's very nice.
That is cute.
Oh. Yeah, authentic Disney merchandise. It's like a little, what would you call that? It's not a cigarette ashtray.
No, it's a nice little dish.
No, it's a very beautiful dish with retro Mickey. I love that.
Yeah, you could set it up for a little decoration. You could sit it down,
absolutely,
put a little bit of mints on there or something.
Yeah, very nice. Rebecca, thank you so much. Unnecessary.
Absolutely.
But very nice. Very nice. Well appreciated. What do you got over there?
Now, is it 3D that the glasses are on there? Or is it...
I don't know. I don't know what the 3D glasses are. I'm a little afraid of what the... Oh, that hurts.
What is it?
3D Spectacle of Dancing Lights 2015. The last ones.
That's awesome.
That is very cool. Disney Hollywood Studios. She knows how much I love. Oh, you got a pair.
I guess they're in the box.
She knows how much I absolutely love the Osborne lights. I'm gonna miss those.
I think a lot of people are. She
was down there for that and very very excited. So.
You're gonna hold my handheld microphone.
What do you got there?
I got these glasses. I'm very
excited.
You got
the glasses as well. I'm afraid of this. This is.
Okay, I'm going in. Oh.
The studio is covered in bubble wrap. And those
styrofoam
little
peanuts.
Yeah, styrofoam peanuts.
I said peanuts, right?
Yeah.
Okay, just making sure. I'm opening. Ooh. Uh-oh.
Slowly. He slowly opens.
Ooh.
A beautiful,
wonderful
ornament
for
your tree.
Osborne Family Spectacle of Dancing Lights, 2015. So it's going to be like a.
How about that?
Collector's. That is awesome, Rebecca. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
I am very excited.
She knows how to rub salt into the wound.
Oh, come on.
No.
She's a good gift giver. That is awesome.
That was wonderful. Thank you so much. No gifts necessary.
No.
Really. But we wanted to share that with you guys because, we love Looper Nation. We love you guys, and hope you all have a very happy and safe holiday season and all that. But Rebecca, thanks a lot.
Thank you very much. That's so sweet.
So, Tim, what are we going to talk about today?
Unfortunately, Bob, it's the holidays.
There's no time.
And we'll hold this to the next show. This will be kind of quick. We just want some important points we got out there. If I could talk, I'm just a little overclumped here from the gift. With the holiday season usually comes cold weather.
Bad weather.
We're in Northeast Ohio, bordering Canada.
Bad driving conditions, things such as that.
So we want to just kind of touch on some important things to be aware of if you're planning that Walt Disney World trip during the winter.
Absolutely, yeah. We've talked about the summer stuff. That, you want to make sure you take plenty of sunscreen and stay hydrated and all of that stuff. We never touched on traveling in the winter. And a lot of folks are going to be traveling in the winter, going down for the race in what is that, January or February? There's
January,
races going on.
yeah.
Of course, going down for the holidays, and the weather is
Frightful.
But inside it's so delightful.
Especially if you're inside a deluxe resort hotel.
Yeah, there you go. Well, that's one of the questions we've got to touch on. So, when you're making those plans to go to Disney, to go to Central Florida in the wintertime, do you go down and stay in a deluxe resort where the pool is one of maybe the big things that you're going to use?
It is. Beach club, everyone talks about the pool. That's a lot of the reasons why people choose to stay there.
Absolutely. Yeah.
But in January, it's so cold. Would you use the pool?
Right. It can be. Right.
Now, allegedly, pools are heated.
The pools are heated.
However,
the air surrounding the pool,
not so much.
not so much.
Or it could not be so much. Did I just throw in a triple negative?
Maybe not at all. I don't know.
So you could get in the water, and it'd be maybe pleasant in the water, but getting out of the water and getting back to your hotel room could be a little less than comfortable.
That is true.
So would this affect the resort you would choose to stay in like a January, February trip?
There is that train of thought, but then the other train of thought is if it's bad weather, if it's cold outside or cool, do you want to stay in a resort that has the interior rooms?
That's a good
where
point.
You're not walking outside to go get something to eat or go get a cup of coffee or something like that.
Make that trek to the bus.
Make the trek to the bus, right. I'm going to say I might pick a deluxe, but a deluxe in the maybe Animal Kingdom Lodge.
Okay, so a baby deluxe.
Because it has more places to eat than some of the other deluxe resorts that only have maybe one place to eat. And although the beach club, you can walk over to the yacht club you got to go outside a little bit.
A little bit.
But then again, the weather,
it's not going to be bitter cold.
It's not going to be horrible. You're talking about evenings of maybe, dipping down into the 40s in the evenings.
Let's face it, some people from Ohio, Michigan, going down to Florida in January could find the temperatures balmy and decide to go swimming.
Absolutely. We're talking about mid-70s temperatures, typically low 70s, mid or upper 60s. It depends on what your comfort level is.
Right. I'm a wimp when it comes to cold weather.
Yeah.
And pools, forget about it.
Well, like we said, I love getting in a nice warm pool. It's that getting out.
Yeah.
That's going to be rough, and then you're trying to dry yourself off, and you're freezing. So I don't know. There's two trains of thought. Save the money because you're not really going to utilize the pool, or stay in an interior corridor resort.
Right.
So I'm going to say I'm staying at a Value or Pop Century, something like that.
That's what I'm thinking. I hate to pay
Save
for something I'm not going to use.
Exactly.
And hopefully squeeze in maybe another trip later in the year.
Exactly. So that's where you're going to stay. Now, the other thing is, what are you going to wear? Because the temperatures are going to vary from the day, the midday, to even 6, 7 o'clock when it gets dark.
Right. Once that sun goes down, it can get a little chilly in Florida compared to
absolutely
during that summer.
So one of the keys, and we've learned here, is layers. Got to do layers.
Yes.
Because with the fluctuation in temperature, you don't want to take a heavy coat, and then you take the heavy coat off, and now you're cold, but you're hot. Layers. You can peel off a few layers here and there.
And that can be concerning if you're flying. You can only take so much baggage before you're getting racked with super huge luggage expenses. You
right.
Take jeans, shorts, shirts, hoodies, jackets,
right,
ponchos.
Right. Well, that's why maybe you layer up before you go down. Now, coming back is going to be a little bit of an issue, but layer. Have several layers on going down, then you can peel them off when you get there.
You're dressed like the kid from A Christmas Story getting on the plane. Is that what you're saying?
Exactly.
Stewardess, I can't put my arms down.
Now, coming back, you're going to layer up coming back, and you're going to be just sweating like crazy before you get on the plane. So it's
like a game show.
Right. Now, that is a good opportunity maybe to use the shipping. Ship some clothes down there maybe.
That's true.
Or I don't know.
You could go with the time frame, I'll just buy what I need. I'm going to buy some souvenir clothing.
That's
if I need
call.
a hoodie, I'll just buy the hoodie there. I'll have it.
So take your winter clothes down there, your warm weather clothes down there, and then if the temperature gets warm, you're buying T-shirts. Get a nice Epcot T-shirt or Magic Kingdom T-shirt, something like that. So
I will say, as a guy who normally goes down in July or August,
yeah,
the one year, a couple years we go down in February. It's very odd leaving that room in the morning with shorts and a jacket on because it was so cold.
Right.
But quite pleasant. Losing the jacket, and then as the sun's going on, you're thinking, oh my gosh, I need the jacket again.
Right.
I'm in the animal kingdom.
Right. Exactly. And that's why those lockers, I think that's the perfect time to rent lockers.
Yes.
Perfect time to rent lockers. So layers. I'm saying layers, save your money, stay at a value, and dress in layers. What do you think of that so far?
I can't disagree with any of that.
Now, you had a good point when we first started talking about this.
If you're flying down,
or driving,
doesn't matter either way, that is a perfect time to consider travel insurance.
I think you hit the nail on the head with that.
Because if you're booking a trip and you're planning on flying out and you have one of those Alberta Clippers coming in,
exactly,
where you're going to get like 2 feet of snow.
Yep.
And you always see those stories where the runway or the airport just can't keep the runways clear.
Right.
Planes aren't flying, or it doesn't even have to be in your part of the country.
That's the thing about flying. It doesn't have to be anywhere near you.
If your plane's coming from New York and New York's getting hammered, you're not getting out of Cleveland.
Right. Or you have, the connecting flights. If you don't have a direct flight, you got to be real careful about that. So I agree with you 100%. And even driving. I know I've driven down to North Carolina in March from Northeast Ohio. And you get up over those mountains in West Virginia and Virginia, the higher elevations, now, it's nothing like out in Colorado, but the higher elevations even there, there's a lot more snow.
Oh, yeah.
A lot more frozen roadways and things like that. So that might delay your trip or keep you from going altogether. They've shut down roads before.
I remember 77 going right through West Virginia and North Carolina there, or Virginia and North Carolina there. It was just fog. Caused a major traffic. There were hours people were stuck on that road right around Fancy Gap.
Right, yep.
Because there was just a major accident and they couldn't clear it for a while, so
there you go.
You just want to make sure you leave plenty of time if you leave a day early, if your schedule allows.
Right. And that was the other point that I was going to bring up is you might want to be a little more flexible on your times. Give yourself a day before and a day after. If you're not willing to do the travel insurance, at least do that.
Right.
So if you got Saturday off, maybe leave on Sunday and come back on Saturday. If you got then Sunday off the following Sunday, that'll give you that buffer in case something does happen.
Yeah, that way you don't either have to cancel your whole trip,
right,
or you lose that day at the beginning, or even not heaven forbid, but if you have to stay down an extra couple days at the end,
right,
you didn't budget for.
Right.
You can't get back to work. You could have be docked a day or two's pay, have to pay for other expenses for a couple days you didn't plan on.
Right. Not to mention the stress.
Oh.
So I think there's a little bit more planning that needs to be done when you're traveling during the wintertime.
Oh, yes.
Down to Walt Disney World or even Disneyland California. Now, Disneyland California is a whole different situation because now you've got, their winters tend to be rainy.
Okay.
And you got to be careful of some of the rain situations in California. So, keep that in mind. Make sure you have that buffer. I love the idea of the travel insurance. Dress in layers, take layers of clothing with you, and I still say go value. I just don't see spending the extra money for a deluxe resort.
I agree. Maybe moderate. You can get a deal.
Right. Now, what about getting back and forth from the parks? Do you want to take any of the boats?
You mean temperature-wise or just
temperature-wise? Might be a little cool out there.
It could be cool.
I'm just saying.
It could be cool, but you'll know in the morning when you go.
Right.
Check it when you go.
Right.
Like I said, shorts and usually jackets, not too bad.
Right.
Yeah. It doesn't take long for it to warm up.
Right. Any rides you wouldn't ride?
Ooh. Temperature-wise? Or winter-wise, I'm trying to think. Roller coasters, I don't think anything would hold me back.
No. Cali River Rapids, I'm not getting anything.
I always forget about that one because I don't ride that one.
Especially just toward the end of the day where it's getting cool.
I got suckered into that one, the Cedar Point version.
Oh, yes.
And it was a cold day.
Yes.
I think I might have talked about this maybe on one of our first shows.
Mm-hmm.
At the beginning of the ride, it said, you may get wet. I'm like, okay, you may.
Right.
You're saying it's slightly damp.
Maybe I will, maybe I won't.
No. I went square under Niagara Falls. I was drenched.
Absolutely.
I had to go back out to the van.
The deluge.
Exactly. I had to go back out to the car and put on dirty clothes from the day before because they were dry. Because I was wearing jeans.
So you're saying that the sign should say, you may stay dry.
At best.
At best.
It should say you will get soaked.
You're going to drown.
Second think this attraction.
You may drown. You will get soaked. You may drown. Yeah, yeah, that's same with Cali. It's one of those rides that you got to be prepared for. That's one of those hot summer day rides, I think.
Oh, so, absolutely.
And one of the other big things, Tim, that everybody has to do when they're going to Walt Disney World or even Disneyland in the wintertime, check ahead before you book those reservations. Make sure the rides you want to ride and have to ride are going to be open.
Make sure there aren't any deal breakers in there for you.
Exactly.
Because that time of year, a lot of things are closed.
Yeah, that's the time. That's their quote-unquote, slow season, which really there is none anymore. But that's when they're going to shut them down. Right.
Because usually, Typhoon Lagoon and Blizzard Beach, one will be closed at one point.
Right.
While the other one's open, and it's probably too cold to go on there anyway, maybe.
Right. And then you got to, they got to get ready for that summer season because that's the big bucks.
That's the moneymaker.
So that's when you teachers are going there.
Exactly.
There you go. So have a good time. If anybody's going to Walt Disney World in the wintertime, going down for the races, give us a show open and let us know how the trip went. And if any of our tips have helped you. So, real quick. What about Lincoln's Head?
Lincoln's Head. Now, here there's this alleged thing.
Yeah.
Apparently, if you can shove the president's head in the treading the tires,
a penny. It's a penny.
Whatever.
You don't.
I'm not here to judge.
The world's a crazy place.
I don't even know what it is.
The world's a crazy place. You don't just tell people shove the president's head into a tire. Come on.
I suppose so. And what is that, like a 16th of an inch, or it's a
something
32nd of an inch, or something?
Something.
That's great. You're good to go on a set of tires for a trip.
It depends.
I say no.
It depends on where you're going.
You want more room around your head than that.
Absolutely.
Because, one, by the time you get back, you're probably going to need new tires anyway.
Well, yeah.
If you're that close, just buck up and buy some tires.
Just get them ahead of time.
Because, like you said, driving through the mountains or those heavy rains, you're going to want as much tread on there as possible.
That's right. Can
you imagine driving through West Virginia, North Carolina, Virginia, and hydroplaning a little bit?
Oh, on that West Virginia Turnpike?
My goodness.
And have them be slick? From ice or whatever? Yeah, no way.
So that's just a little tip from us. Just please, if you're going to drive down during, any time of the year, but especially the winter, check your tires.
And keep stuff in the car in case for, unfortunate few that slide off the road. You might be there for a while, so make sure that you have, some blankets, some things to keep you warm, because it does get cold up in those mountains. It gets cold. Make sure your car, yourself, the things inside the car are prepared in case of an emergency.
And we never let the car get too much below a half a tank of gas.
That's a good call.
Because like I said, that one backup where people are stuck there for hours.
Right.
You want to be sure you can have your heat running or your air running.
Right.
We always usually keep like half a case or a whole case of water in the car, too, because you just never know.
Never know. And I got to ask you this, because you and I both commando drive down in the evenings. I'm not going to drive at night.
You want to drive at night?
There's too much. The weather, the road conditions can be, you can't see them like during the day.
Oh, yeah, right. That's true.
And the other thing is, it's night for so long that, as we know, our bodies get really tired.
Right.
Quicker, because our bodies say, well, it's nighttime, go to sleep.
I will say, keep an eye on the weather. Watch that radar. If you can get out of your hometown or like your state before this oncoming weather might hit.
Right. Oh, yeah.
Like if it's going to hit at midnight and you can leave at 11 and get out of Dodge before it hits.
Yeah, maybe. You might be right there. Yeah.
Just something to think about.
Yeah.
Just keep an eye on the conditions. Work around them if you can.
Absolutely.
Love it.
Well, Tim, once again, I'd like to thank Rebecca for the wonderful gifts. That was very nice of her.
Very thoughtful.
And thank you for G Woo and Fish on Woo for the wonderful open, and everybody's new opens that we'll have out in future shows.
Yeah.
Love
them.
Next year, maybe. I don't know.
No, it'll be before the end of the year. Hey, if you have any holiday-themed opens, send us to it also.
That'd be great. Yeah.
Send them to me or Bob, Tim or Bob at ResortLoop.com.
I love it. Anyway, Tim, that is all I've got.
Excellent. I think we touched on a lot of good things, and plus we got gifts, so it's a it's a win-win.
No,
I know.
Come on.
Anyway, thanks for joining us, everybody. I'm Tim, Resort Loop Scott on Facebook, Resort Loop Tim on Twitter, and you can always find us at the website, ResortLoop.com.
I'm Resort Loop Bob on the Twitter and Instagram. Don't forget to like us over on Facebook. Check out our new website, mydizmatch.com, and rate us on iTunes, please. Where else can they listen, Tim?
You can find us on the Stitcher. Everybody, thanks for joining us. This has been the Gateway to the Magic.
See you, everybody.
False start.
That was gold.
That was
and you didn't
gold.
even press record.
Oh, that's only ever happened like twice, too. Ever.
Don't lie.
Twice, maybe 3 times.
All right.
All right. Let's take this again.